It is never easy trying to figure out if you should upgrade to a new Apple Watch, especially if you stick with the basic series. The processors haven't changed much in recent years. A new health perk is always sprinkled in that sounds kind of nice to have, but you're not sure if it would change your life or if you should just hold on to your scratched up screen that's doing just fine, I guess. In just a few weeks, Apple's expected to hold an event to reveal the new iPhone 15 and the new Apple Watch Series 9. If you've been on the fence about upgrading your Apple Watch, the early reports point to this really being a year that an upgrade could be worth it. I'm getting hyped about it. That was until everyone started getting excited about reports on the Series 10, which wouldn't even be until next year. It's not even a real thing yet, and already Mr. Cool Roman numeral X watch is stealing the media spotlight from the one coming out now. When the Series 9 gets revealed, you don't need one more reason to wonder if now is a good time to upgrade or second guess yourself over possible buyer's remorse. Let's go over the Apple Watch rumors of what is expected for the Series 9, why it's got me interested, and why you shouldn't put too much stock into Series 10 rumors. I'm Bridget Carey, and this is One More Thing. The Apple Watch is a really useful tool. I got attached to it back in 2020 when trying to do the whole work and parent little kids life balancing act. It has been super handy. And the best part is that it's one of those devices that just lasts for years without you needing to upgrade it. The Apple Watch began its life pushed as a luxury fashion accessory in 2015. Fast forward to now, all the focus is on health. But if you're not that into fitness, you may not be jumping to upgrade all the time since the improvements are incremental. It's a slow evolution. Can you even tell which model I'm wearing just by the design? Let's look at the headlining features in the most recent models. In 2019 for Series 5, we got always on display. That's the model I'm rocking. In 2020, it was Series 6 that introduced blood oxygen monitoring. In 2021, we got the Series 7 with a larger and more durable display. And last year's Series 8 has temperature sensing. That is, if you wear it while you're sleeping. And crash detection also can tell now if it's a bike crash or if it's an airbag that went off in a car crash. So what is this year's thing going to be? It may be something everyone needs at any time of day. Better battery life. The processor chips inside the Apple Watch 6, the 7, and the 8, they are widely regarded to be similar. No big speed boosts. But that's expected to change, according to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman. The Series 9 will have a chipset based on the iPhone's A15 Bionic processor, so it'll be faster, and if it's more efficient, that's gonna boost your battery life. There's also good news for those of us who love colorful Apple products. There's a rumor it could come in pink. And I like pink. An Apple leaker who goes by the name Shrimp Apple Pro, what a name, said the aluminum models would come in midnight, starlight, product red, silver, and pink. I'm crossing my fingers for charging cables to actually match with the colors too. Braided color-coordinated charging cables are the rumor for the iPhone 15 models. And the new 15-inch MacBook Air also comes with braided color-matching cords, like this midnight shade. I sure hope we keep this colorful charger cord trend going for the watches. 25 years ago this month, Steve Jobs brightened up the computing world with the debut of the colorful iMacs. I love seeing Apple get colorful, and we can hope that this continues for watches. I'm sure we're also going to see new choices in bands. One rumor being reported on is that we're going to see a new fabric band with a magnetic buckle. It'll be similar to the modern buckle leather band design. But frankly, I hope Apple leans more into bands that are easier to clean, because a study came out this week about the gross bacteria that's just lingering on bands of Apple Watches and other fitness trackers. Researchers at Florida Atlantic University found all kinds of nasty stuff, like Staphylococcus. It was on 85% of the wristbands tested, and 60% had E. coli bacteria. Turns out rubber and plastic bands, like the one I wear, have higher bacterial counts. Metal bands, particularly gold and silver, had little to no bacteria. So yeah, make sure you get a band that you can keep clean. Just a fun little fact for you. Why did I bring up something so gross? Because I'm going to use this as a transition into talking about health for our next chapter. I love it when the news flows together so nicely. Everyone is going wild about rumors of the next watch, the Series 10, and that's because Bloomberg is reporting about how the 2024 model will get something snazzy for its 10th year anniversary. Possibly a thinner body, possibly new micro LED display tech for the screen. Bands could attach differently, maybe magnetically, and the headliner feature could be blood pressure monitoring. But folks, I need you to understand, it would be wild for Apple to actually pull off this with accurate blood pressure readings. Bloomberg has been reporting that Apple was testing blood pressure sensing tech for a while now. Bloomberg also reported how the tech has been a challenge during testing. It points out that this may not give you actual blood pressure reading numbers, but rather, it could just warn you if you have signs of hypertension, aka high blood pressure, and then warn you to consult a doctor. Several companies have tried to crack blood pressure tracking in a watch. Samsung's Galaxy Watch 5 series said it could track blood pressure, but you also need to calibrate it with an actual blood pressure monitor cuff. One watch company did it well in 2018, the Omron Heart Guide. It has an inflating wrist cuff to take the reading. The whole band just puffs up to restrict to give you a reading anywhere, anytime. And it received FDA clearance. CNET reviewed it, it worked, and it's $500. It's entirely possible Apple could also have a wristband that constricts. Reports are that the bands in the Series 10 could connect differently, so I guess it's possible for Apple to put tech in the band itself. We have seen this in other smart bands, like the Be Heart by Barracuda, where the tech is in the band and you can attach it to any standard watch face. But if Apple doesn't go full blood pressure cuff, it may just be something that gives you a nudge that something may be worth checking out. Let's not forget, Apple Watch doesn't actually give you a body temperature reading. It's not a thermometer. It just nudges you if it detects changes in what's normal for you while you're sleeping. And the blood oxygen measurements, Apple says it's not intended for medical use. Oh, and I know many of you may be asking in the comments about the report that Apple's working on a way to monitor your blood sugar levels without pricking the skin. Yes, that has been reported, but that tech is really far off, probably several years. Don't hold your breath for that for the Series 10 or 11. So should you wait for the 10? Listen, if you got an Apple Watch recently and the idea of a redesign in bands and a better screen for Series 10 excites you, then go ahead and wait and see. But if you want the 9, get it with confidence. After all, these watches are always small bumps and upgrades. Until the day comes when they make a watch that won't scratch. Then they can take all my money. So what's on your wish list of features for the Apple Watch? Please share your Apple Watch wishes in the comments and what might get you to upgrade to the Series 9 or Series 10. We may feature your comment in an upcoming episode before Apple makes the big reveal. And use whatever wrist tech you got to set a reminder to watch One More Thing next Friday. Catch you later.